Hello. Good morning. Welcome to Foggy Friday. It's been a couple weeks. We had a for anyone who doesn't keep up on Tumblr or who missed, she's pretty sure we talked about it on Monday as well. We had a bit of a scare trying to get ready last week. For some reason, the game wouldn't open at all, or it would like auto close seconds after opening. It wouldn't give us any like crash report, any like error message, anything like that. It would just a couple of seconds after trying to open before it even got off a black screen, much less even made it to the main menu. It would just close. And so just trying to figure out why it was doing that took us over the start time, and then trying to uninstall and reinstall took long enough that we just had to call it off completely, and then we opened it and thought that our save files had somehow been deleted as well when we uninstalled, which was very, very frustrating. And then trying to puzzle over whether we should even bother trying to fit, because like the fact that unless there would be some way to like get, save files downloaded, which is something her wife suggested. Like, she didn't want to have to replay the whole game over again the first time and then also play back up to this point all on her own time. But what ended up happening was we just opened the game back up after closing it, and like a couple days later, and it was fine, and all our saves were still here. No trouble whatsoever. So we're back. We're picking up exactly where we left off. Most of the way through a second replay through, or at least around half. Well, maybe more than half, probably. So let her go and get the guide that we've been using on this replay. Okay. Sakuko's diary. I had a strange dream. It was about a very old sword, one that was cursed, steeped in evil energy. The sword must be the source of the corrupt god's power, I'm sure of it. But because the sword itself is divine, it can't be destroyed. However, if someone were to purify it, then surely the corrupt god could be weakened. If the sword can be submerged in the elixir that exorcises evil spirits, then it could be used to sever the strings that control those who roam lost through the fog. Very intriguing. The most important details for anyone who is for some reason tuning into part 10 and nothing earlier than that. Is that we've been finding documents about this sword. Some kind of legendary sword. And getting little clues on how to maybe find it and unearth it. And we also do know already that is going to be tied to two of the endings, she thinks. Unfortunately, there's not any, like, easy secret to getting through here. Whoops. Ow! Not nice. Huh. Unfortunately, she doesn't have a lot immediately in mind to talk about at the top of the stream today. Never very happy to let it sit in silence too much, but that's okay. Hello? Oh, hello. Wow. Impolite. Okay, there are also only a couple new things in this segment, and we saw one of them, and this is another, she believes. And then there's, like, one more, so there's not a lot to, like, talk up about what we're looking for and what we're finding. But that's okay. Let's just focus a little bit on just powering through. She's not actually sure how thorough we have to be exploring this area to actually just resolve it. Because we have to kind of loop around a few times to get the proper doors open. Another diary from Sakuko, though. I normally hate gym class, but today was different. Something nice happened. The handwriting here is erratic, as if overcome with emotion. Little Miss Perfect tripped and fell today. Looks like even Hinako, the star athlete, can mess up. She scraped her knee and started bleeding. I wish she had fallen flat on her face and ruined that pretty nose of hers, too. More and more looks into this, like... The problem is we haven't been doing a lot of thinking about the game on our own time. Not necessarily even actually strictly a problem. Ah. Ah. Yow. Disrespectful. Ow. Ow. Me when I get you. Have one. Huh? Hold on. What's the button? Nope. Okay. She was trying to say. since we don't put a lot of thought into this game throughout the week, primarily while we're live and talking about it. Stop it. We tend to kind of definitely repeat ourselves a lot. Like, things kind of come to mind that we haven't thought of in a week or two or three that feel worth remarking on. Which is not really a problem, she supposes. Is this... it would just let us into that room with this enemy. There's probably not anything really worth worrying about in there. Gonna be to the door that's already open, that's where we need to go. Yeah. Just give it a these real quick. But it does once again kind of beg the question of how much of, like, the ways that Hinako's friends think and feel in and of itself is being properly represented in especially these, like, Dark Shrine segments. Versus how much of it is potentially drawn out or played up. By maybe not quite the wordage, drawn out or played up, but gets the idea across somewhat. Like, how much of it is, as portrayed, is a result of typical Silent Hill stuff. Any elements of, like, real feelings at play in this scenario being
rabbits. Sakuko loved rabbits.
Now he's close enough. She should be hitting him, but not strictly relevant. There should be one new thing in here. Oh, nice. Ooh, bandage. Finish the thought. Like, how much of, like, Hinako's perception of her friends, or their perception of her, or of themselves, anyone's perception of themselves is getting, like, preyed upon by whatever forces are at work. Speaking of which, it's very intriguing that, well, we've only seen one true ending of the game. But it's intriguing that we don't have a lot of understanding over what in this game is connected to the rest of the series, if anything. Oh, no, there is another thing to find in this area. Good to know. Glad she double-checked. Hey, Mr. Rabbit. Guess what? I've decided that today I'm giving you a new name. The handwriting here is erratic, as if the writer was overcome with emotion. Your new name is Hinako. Got it? Hinako. Don't you think it's super cute? It's the same name as that awful, horrible, mean, cruel Hinako who left me all by myself and went far, far away. I hate her. I know why she threw me away. It's because I'm dark and sad and mean. Dang it, I forgot the stuff I needed to cut off Hinako's arms and legs. Oh well, I'll just cut her into tiny pieces tomorrow. Although it is like, the second playthrough is definitely giving us, like, wow. Darn it. Can you please be nice? All the little tidbits that we are picking up that are new to this replay are slowly getting more pieces of the picture. Notes like that. With the indication that, like, Hinako might have left. Or did leave. Okay, there should be Sakuko's dream. Kind of interesting to tie that, like, puzzle from previously into, like, tie it to Sakuko in a way. Letter of concern. Dear Hinako, good luck and bad luck are two sides of the same coin. For one person, today could be lucky, but for someone else it might be the opposite. Right now a bright sun shines upon you, but that sun also makes your shadow very long and dark. Dark shadows draw evil toward them. I really didn't want to send you a letter like this on your special day, but I just couldn't get it off my mind. I sense that your fortune has taken a turn for the worse. There's just something not right about the sun and the shadow that surround you. Where are you, Hinako? This should be a day for celebration, yet you're... The note was left unfinished and crumpled up. And another Sakuko's diary. Grandpa is saying that he'll let the shrine come to an end after his generation. Not many people bother visiting such a small, insignificant shrine. It seems nobody wants to go to the effort of coming all the way here to pray to Inari-sama. There are hokura and statues dedicated to Inari-sama all over town anyway. Older folks just go to wherever's closest to them to pray. There's no reason for them to come to the shrine. But if there were more devout worshippers, if people held more respect for the shrine, then maybe Senitsugi Shrine could be restored to its former glory. Are these just events unfolding as the gods have planned, just like Grandpa always says? Does Senitsugi Shrine no longer serve a purpose? No, it simply can't be true. I've heard how the gods weep. Oh. Treat for me? Treat for her? No. Probably a hater comes immediately through the door as usual. Fuck with her. Ow. How? Ugh. Not happy with the sounds and noises that enemy makes. Although that's been true since they were introduced the first time around.
You came for me. I'm scared. Please get me out of here.
Is this puzzle still the same as the first time around? Two must face each other as one, to pray for mutual prosperity. Those who do shall lift their heads to level height as if they were reflections in a mirror, as custom dictates. With the shading of light shall you condemn the past to the dark. Oh, what? Doesn't actually completely remember what it wants us to do here.
Hinako, help me.
We're trying. One moment. Yay. Oh. This one's opened up. Restraint Lampshade. Lampshade found new Sakuga's cell designed to resemble something tangling.
What are you doing?
Not actually completely confident still what what the intended way to, like, what the intended mindset Talon Lampshade in order to know that you're solving this correctly is, but
No, I don't want to be alone.
she's doing badly in there. It's not any good. Ugh, very ominous. Very unpleasant.
Don't leave me. I don't want to be alone. Wait, please don't go. We promised to stick together. You traitor!
Very unpleasant. She doesn't remember if that any of the dialogue or anything is different. From the first time through. Is there one in the... no? Nothing to give. It's gonna be a save point another one very quickly once we proceed on the path, if she remembers correctly, but it never hurts to save some more. Proceed to the inner room.
Hey, Parker. Guess this is the last time I get to call you that. Huh?
And there's apparently not anything new. In this segment. She'll keep her eyes out. Well, she should double check though. Just to be safe. Yes, 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 yes. Alright.
Partner, I need to know what your final
Oh,
decision is.
there's a lure here though. Oh, this is just the like hint at this puzzle. It's nothing important. Hit it down there. Yup. Oh. Drawing of a young Hinako. Drawn badly on purpose with all kinds of curses written on it. Oh, do the possessions differ? She doesn't remember if that's what that one was before. It's kind of interesting, like a mean-spirited drawing, but it does sound familiar. We'll see. You are. Nope, we're good. Ow. Kind of realizing in hindsight that, first playthrough we circled around through this segment a couple times, partially because of thinking. Let's get through this cutscene. This thing's yucky enough to fight against normal style. Ow. Ow, not nice. Wait, what? What is she? Wow! Combat. Is it under the equipment? Yes.
This tower.
Gruesome. Anyway. Oh, written in pen, hide it, Hinako's going to steal it. Was that on it before as well? Before she completely finishes her train of thought from before the boss fight. The, like... coming through the first time, and only doing the, like, required stuff, like that fight and finding the item over here. Led us to think it was one of those situations where you have to go through and things are slightly changed for you to discover that are different. So we just kind of just looped it a few times, trying to figure out what was different before we found the one item we'd been missing. Hinako drawn at the bad guys and added a lot of scattered blood and guts. These might all be the same. Come on now. Well, if that one doesn't come up here, then... oh, it did. Yay. Actually, knowing where everything is saves a lot of time.
Tell me how you really feel, partner. I can handle it. Don't hold anything back.
Hello. Not ideal type of situation for him to be in.
I wanted whatever the outcome, I'll respect my partner's choice.
Bye. Now it's harsh and it's unpleasant, just like the others, but it does feel a little bit like maybe that should have been more abruptly lethal, but she's not an expert on these matters, she supposes. Sick of this guy.
It must be hard for you to bid farewell to childhood friends.
Yes. No. It had to be done. As soon as I could. I'm so very sorry. For what you just saw.
You need not apologize. I should be begging your pardon for forcing this pain upon you.
Whoopsie.
Onward.
Youch. Okay, bye-bye. All of the like she was saying, all of the pieces feel like they are coming together more and more. Each like new thing we find, but
Shu. Ringo?
they're not feeding it to us with a great haste.
How come? Shu. The plan's to meet up. At your place, right?
Oh, this is right here, huh?
There's just too many.
Or is she doing? Oh, no, okay. She forgot about this part. Not so big deal. Okay. Okay, okay, okay.
Is that thing still chasing me? Well, maybe they had to get away from that thing.
Now, what are we doing right now? Where are we? That's... Oh! What? Huh? Huh. Okay. She doesn't really need it. She didn't even really want it.
Maybe they had no choice but to go on without me. That has to be it.
Sealed box. Another diary of revenge entry. And then in the Edo period, Ebisugaoka witnessed another faith-changing event. The divine tree, the symbol of their religion, was struck by lightning and burned down. By this time, the ideologies of the Tsukumogami faith had taken root, and sacredness was now determined by the antiquity of an object. The divine tree was not worshipped for subduing the water dragon. Instead, it was only due to the fact that it was the oldest object in the area. And so a new divine object was decided upon to take the tree's place. That next target for worship was the Inari statue. Before long, faith in the Inari statue itself developed, mixing with the Tsukumogami faith to create an amalgamation of beliefs completely unique to Ebisugaoka. To this effect, the mongrel Inari faith here in Ebisugaoka has almost no likeness to that practiced throughout the rest of Japan, and boasts a pathetically superficial history. Really judgmental. Even this changing of idols has been turned into some epic divine story by the priests. This is the nonsense they came up with. With the divine tree destroyed by lightning, the land had lost its guardian, and the ancient evil water dragon attempts to rise from its slumber. Hearing the town's plight, a family of benevolent foxes traveled far from the west to subdue the dragon once more. The people's faith in them bolsters their power, but without enough power, the dragon shall awaken once more. So now they are convincing locals to devote themselves to the new god, Inari-sama. Water dragon, divine tree, Tsukumogami, and now Inari-sama. These pathetic people believe their faith has 1,000 years of history, yet it's been mutilated time and again to suit their petty needs. Man truly is a fickle beast. And another Emma. If she doesn't already have one of those, it's not worth grabbing. Well, anyway, Hogura is just right here, so we can drop off these. We'll go and pick up those couple of things just to enshrine them as well. Have a little bit more faith to work with when so desired. This should also put us at enough to get a health upgrade. Oh, we already are. A lot of saving up for more. Um. We're not gonna use it.
Is this some sort of offering?
She knew she was gonna try to get her. Still didn't actually expect it. Oh, she's gotta remember her equipped ammo right now help with regular attacks. Get way more out of her weapons if she...
She knows more about the mountains than I do.
Little hater keeps lurking and slurping. Axe. Don't even need it. Pretty sure, at least. We've got... Yeah, 3 decent weapons that are all high durability. And several weapon kits. Nothing. Yow. Don't do that. Okay. Stop that. Oh. Okay. Guess it all worked out somehow. Nothing of interest here. Comb. She's getting ahead of herself. And that's just another bandage. No, this is basically the only thing to do right here. Oh, okay, yeah, that's a way back down, but not a way up. There's, again, she's gonna double check because she's a little nervous, but there doesn't seem to actually be anything for a while that's new. Yeah.
How could you leave your partner like this, Shu?
So it's kind of like, I mean, feels a little unnecessary to even try too hard to look for anything to bother picking up. Our inventory is already quite full, and Ow. Stairs, Guardian. Oh. Not applicable. Oh, come on. Not nice. Onward. That's not useful. Not a useful place to be just in general for us. Oh, two of them. Wow. Not a problem. Oh, that little hater type of— oh, stop that. Oh, you're mean. Oh, you're just very rude. Okay, maybe the other enemy didn't jump down. It was just the doll.
Did I finally make it out?
It's a dolly doll world. Ooh. At least most things stack at least a couple times, so... Here's this enemy. No, not yet. Strange note. The view's great, isn't it? I've always wanted to see it with you. You're probably alright if you've made it this far, but just to be sure, you're not being followed by anyone, right? This is our own private sanctuary. We don't need anyone else. One of the doll, the puppet woman masks tucked on into the branches. Stop. No chocolate. There's a Hokora right here, and we have to jump down, so... Oh well.
Shu. Ringo?
Oh, but we didn't actually pick up anything that would stack. We just had used a first aid kit in recent memory. Crowbar if we want it. Not sure that she finds it necessary. Whoa! Okay. Just to scare her. There we go. Take less damage when facing multiple enemies. Scales with the number of enemies. Ooh. That is nice. Now these do have collision, so they are real. Strange note. My sanctuary is still incomplete. I'm lonely, so lonely. It feels like I'm going to freeze. I need to gather more women, more. But even when I do, they all go away. I keep collecting more and more, but they all die. Mommy, why did you leave me all alone? I'm lonely, so lonely. It feels like I'm going to freeze. I need to gather more women, more. But even when I do, they all go away. Not fond of that. Bye. Yow. Stop it. God. Okay. Not actually that worried about it. Okay, one moment. Yes. Yes, cool. Okay. Slight letterboxing. That's Fog Monster. You already know it's Fog Monster. Not interested. Oh, that's not right. Oh, let me out. Let her out. Stop, stop. Oh, that's lethal, isn't it? Oh, gnarly. Oh. We've only had like 3 or 4 deaths, and 2 of them were from that, and in this like stretch of the game. Did we get like a checkpoint? Or are we back at the save point before picking some of that stuff up? Won't be that big a deal if it's the latter. Just a slightly longer, time. Ah, okay. Wasn't ready for this. Left here is wise. Left here. And then can we go like straight right here? Or do we have to swing around? Did we get away for the moment, or? No? There's like one respite. And it's like right here.
Is it gone? I need a break.
Let her through, let her through, let her through. Nope. Nice and obvious don't go this way sign. Not actually sure. Oh, no, it just cutscenes immediately after then, huh? Messaging about how some kind of religious force is a particularly useful one, perhaps.
Is it finally over?
Or not. She's no expert. Okay.
Is this Sakuga's old shrine? I heard it used to do very well, but that people stopped visiting it after the fire.
Research Journal 4. Nice little photo for us. And regarding the legend of the Sacred Sword, the defeated soldiers needed a place they could hide to escape prosecution by the enemy army. They were unable to engage with anyone from surrounding settlements, so there was no way for them to purchase new goods. This forced them to make do with what they already had and led to a culture where tools were used for as long as possible. The act of treating old tools with respect and reusing broken or unwanted ones was seen as a virtue and called kishu. It was thought that when a tool reached the end of its lifespan and was laid to rest, then both the tool and the god to whom it was offered would be pleased. Clearly a tradition born of necessity in a hidden village of defeated soldiers. Okay. Huh. Oh, is that sickles? Jeez. A bunch of sickles chopped into the tree. Didn't actually pick anything up. Don't know why she... The character for fire can be faintly seen etched into the stone base. Oh! Oh, we haven't done any of these yet because she's been... We've been following a guide. I think there was something in the secret hideout Shu and I used. Everything that we've been looking at has just been telling us where the clue and the item are.
So it leads here.
This is Shu's house.
Shu, partner, it's me.
Now, where actually is... There we go. Cracked hibachi brazier. Filled with charcoal to help stay warm until the large crack put an end to that. Brazier? Yes. Oh. She actually thinks she remembers that we encountered that fallen logs the first time around. It's not actually that big of a surprise. Soothing chime of the bells. Okay. Go back to the shed. Trap, trap, trap. We didn't quite end up showing everything that was available in Little Goody Two Shoes, just out of getting a little, like, fatigued mainly during the last stream. But there was something very fun about once we'd naturally gone through most of the game and gotten an ending or two. Setting it up for ourselves to have just a little, like, almost Let's Play episode of a live stream. Which, admittedly, more suited to, like, if we were recording it. And could, like, edit out the chaff, but...
Thanks for everything.
Don't need him.
I'll do this without you. I'll be fine
Oh,
on my own.
letter to my partner. Hey there, partner. We've made it out of some pretty vicious battles together, huh? Even had to part ways with our fair share of comrades on the battlefield. I just never thought we'd have to part ways, too. But at least ours won't be a goodbye through death on the battlefield. From now on, you can't ask for anything from me, okay? Because it's not like I can expect your help anymore. You have to look after yourself now. I won't be there to drag you to safety when you fall. But wherever we go and no matter what we do, we'll always be a part of the Space Army. And we'll always be partners, got it? Thanks for everything, Hinako. Shoo. And the front door key. Oh, the little, like, flying saucer keychain.
Shoo. I guess I'll wait for the two of them inside the house.
And this is the back door, so it doesn't open. And this is not the front door either. Around here. Around these parts. Should be a slightly longer cutscene. She's not sure
Wrinkle.
what might be different in this one, but a lot of these visually comparable cutscenes have had, like, dialogue differences.
Shoo!
Okay, now she's getting mixed up with the cutscene that comes afterwards. Just throwing Hinako around. Very disrespectful. Okay, good night. No fox mask at all? Run, hurry, there's no going back.
Okay. I may not see you here. But I feel that you are with me. I will do what I must to be the perfect person for you.
Oh, she could squeeze through that gap. Don't be disrespectful. Okay. So the thing pointed out in the little guide we've been using is that technically we can just skip this entire area because this was the area full of doors that like slowly unlock as we get the fox arm and the brand on Hinako's back and the mask. But oh, not nice. Oh well. Yup. So it seems as if this is our goal. Potentially. What is actually over here? Well, this is a Hokura. Might as well save while we're here. Well, why not? Oh. Ah. Oh. Got him. Yum. This is actually... we further upstairs? Is that the play? Yes. Stop that. Well, the other ones. Ow. Stop that. Ow. Ow. Not ideal? Never mind. Ah! Too soon. Can't blame a girl for a tryout. Now got both of them. Lovely. Okay. Now. Ah, okay. Ooh. Oh, it's lovely here. All things considered. That thing, which she doesn't remember the name of. Deer scare? One moment. Okay. Mandate of the clan. And yet our mortal world is ever changing. The age of gods has passed, and the powers of heaven have withered. Such a living sacrifice may no longer suffice to quell the wrath of the deep, so our ancestors saw fit to place a seal of immense power upon the being below. Upon the waters they set a great stone. Now the being remains sealed away, unable to break free of its prison. However, earth cannot endure forever against the might of water. As its power wanes, the seal shall break. When the wrath rises once more, we shall be powerless to stop it. Nothing up here. This is like very, very interesting, very lovely. It's not always that these like games have like actually very nice looking, like not in the sense of like a graphical quality, right? But in the sense of nice, comforting environs. Like obviously there's still some ominous here, and also there's the rest of the Dark Shrine, but the very obvious threats of the monsters and such, but there's another Ima. Hote-sama sitting cross-legged. A medicine bottle with Hote-sama, the monk, engraved on it, contains a red liquid. Ooh, another one of these water bins. In ancient times, when people believed fevers were the result of demonic possession, this infusion was considered a miracle cure that was capable of dispelling evil spirits. Though the original formulation has been lost to time, historical documents indicate that it took an extraordinary amount of time and effort to prepare. The believer's world and the god's realm are not impervious to change. No matter how revered a god may be, their believers can choose to worship another god, or their religion could prove impossible to preserve in its original form. The Tsukumogami faith, where one would worship old things, shifted over to Inari faith once the object of worship changed to the moss-covered Inari statues. I'm sure that the mix of the Inari faith and the Tsukumogami faith is only one of many cases. And once 100 years pass, who knows? The Tanuki statues of Shigaraki could be the next object of worship. Sakuko's dream is to restore this shrine to its former glory. But would such a thing even be possible? I can't really imagine the town's elderly residents climbing all the way up here. People here used to worship the 1,000-year cedar. Now they pray to the Inari statues. I'm starting to think that rather than some revered god, maybe we humans hold more power because we choose which god to worship. Oh, another note about Shu. Shu's knowledge of medicine rivals that of a veteran pharmacist. From ingredients, efficacy, to the medicine that best matches your body, you name it and he'll be able to tell you. You can consult him with all those pains that come with growing up, like headaches to acne, and just like that, he'll recommend you medicine and also give you advice on daily lifestyle choices. Rumor got around that listening to Shu's advice really does make acne go away, and now he's really popular with the girls. I suffer from frequent headaches, so Shu gets me medicine based on my symptoms, and it really helps out. Note of caution. Agora no Hote-sama bestows unto us the blessing of crimson water. This blessing can be found deep beneath the sacred mountain where spring water pools to infuse with benison herbs. Its medicinal properties, unlike any other, are the bounty of many moons of steeping. The power imbued to the crimson water shall eradicate even the most wicked evil, but beware, for its frightful potency makes it unsuitable for the purification of mortals. Only for the excision of ancient evil shall it be used. According to the writings of the Iwai family, whose members have served the people of Ebisogaoka as physicians for generations, only infusions prepared using the traditional method can truly be called Agora no Hote-sama. Agora no Hote-sama. Anything bearing the name in the modern day is merely snake oil. True infusions are said to be a double-edged sword, both a miraculous elixir and a dangerous poison. That is, if one harbors any guilt inside their hearts, then not only shall the infusion cleanse you of any evil spirits, but it will also destroy your very self from the inside out. Okay, let's see. And it looks like she's going to try to solve it on her own. But there is a puzzle to solve out here. He who seeks the crimson water, which banishes evil. When the Shishiyodoshi strikes once, let the bell chime. Thrice shall the bells ring to speak the legends of this land. Trapped under a great stone in the lake's abyss lies a slumbering water dragon, born during the age of gods and sealed away by our ancestors. Deprived of the water dragon's spirit, the once lush great tree has met a withering fate. read this already, and this, but is there... No, okay. Oh, another note. Upon the rock, our ancestors built a shrine, naming it Heaven's Benediction, so it could serve as a sanctuary for our clan. When Heaven's benediction falls, the wrath of the depths shall rage against the heavens themselves, and both man and land shall face calamity. When that time comes, the glory of Higa's gods shall wane, heralding to the end of our clan. It is the duty of our family's head to ensure that Heaven's benediction will prosper for generations to come. It is the fate of our family's head that he shall prevent calamity from ever arising. Oh, is there a specific one of these hit? Oh. Oops. Okay, she did actually look at the solution just to not, like, sit here and wasting time because she didn't have any ideas. Nope. Well, okay, hold on. Yay! Now it's scarier and less pleasant. Now what does that actually do for us? The last record of a true Agura no Hote-sama being administered in Ebisugaoka was around the time that Senitsugi Shrine's divine tree fell in a lightning strike. According to historical records, it was decided that in order to protect against such a misfortune from befalling the shrine again, an Inari statue would be enshrined as a divine object. The Iwai family sprinkled the statue with revered medicine to cleanse it of any impurities. It is said that the Inari statue's bowl miraculously filled with a red liquid resembling Agura no Hote-sama, and ever since, any villagers who drank it were cured of their illnesses. Okay. That should be all that we needed. Hermitage of Crimson Water. Well, might as well grab these just while we're here, huh? Can't get past there, though. Gotta go all the way around to the broken floor. Disrespectful. And it does look as if, especially for our purposes, since we aren't particularly interested in taking any extra time to re-explore this area more than necessary. We should be able to just run to the end, which is presumably... Oh. Don't mind her. He's minding her. Technically there's a Hokora back there, but
You are breathtaking, Hinako.
thanks. Gonna have to get beat up by this stupid boss just to
Proceed.
spin some healing items. Do we have to go slow style?
Behold, the others are celebrating us.
Well, if we're just gonna walk automatically, she's gonna... Oh, does she want a soda? No. No, she should stick with water for now. Be safe. Take care of herself. It's not time to burn out yet.
I wish you all the best in your new life.
Junko. Oh, that's her right there. Don't remember if that was something we had, any means to suspect the first time. We didn't actually ever get a look at her and her little owl mask before this point in the first playthrough. Once again, not confident what's the same or different right here. Remember, your name is Shimizu Hinako.
such a happy, perfect day. So happy.
Rinko?
Because today, Hinako will die and be gone for good!
Rinko! I'll die. I'll be gone for good. Just like you want me to. I swear. So forget all about me. Just live and be happy.
I won't pursue you! I will scour every last trace of your name from my memory and the world! I want you gone!
Not very nice.
My name is Shimizu Hinako!
Ow.
With every fiber of my being!
Oh, that was the opportunity to try to counterattack, but that's fine.
I never wanted to see you like this, Rinko!
I don't remember if the battle arena was this gnarly the first time around. Maybe. Nope, that's both of them. Both of them. Yow.
Happy is up to you!
Okay, alright.
I didn't fool you about anything!
Oh. Wow.
I don't deserve any of this abuse! If you want to be happy, work for it! Change your fate!
Yeah. Not actually getting hurt on purpose, to be clear. Ow! Ow. Okay, we can destroy those before they... Well, not like really. Oh! Ah. Got very low on health without noticing until it was just in time to not be too late. Scary!
I wanted to see you like this, Rinko. But I'm very happy that in the end, we finally got to tell each other how we truly feel.
Ugh. Don't remember if that was part of the first time around either, which is getting a little redundant, she supposes, but...
Shimizu Hinako means nothing to you.
Oh, it is definitely gonna be another stream. Well, I'm not definitely. One of the most, parts that we've done for a game. Maybe not the most.
What's wrong? You are Hinako, of course!
Am I?
You are Hinako!
Yes. I am Shimizu Hinako. Or not. I am Hinako.
Oh, that little chime.
You are my Hinako.
Don't like it. Don't like him. Now this is probably going to be different, though. Feeling relatively confident about that. Weird little pseudo letterbox when the step end of the desk or the table were like lined up in the foreground.
Hinako?
Mom?
Please come home. Dinner's ready for you.
Hinako, are you ready? Will you kill, or will you be killed?
Junko?
Choose death, Hinako.
Weird.
Why? Does everyone do this? Is everyone a killer? Did you kill too?
Of course. I killed everyone. Father, mother, even you, my precious little sister. I killed my friends as well. Every one of them.
I don't want to die.
You know how dreadful it sounds to hear you say that today. Don't you?
Of course.
I've already told you countless times. This will be the last time I repeat myself. You must decide your future. Today, however, such a decision will come at a great price. Though that cost is only if you survive. If you calmly accept your demise, you won't have to pay the price. Your sister only wants for you to be happy.
Junko!
Okay, bye-bye. It's almost like comedically edgy, but it's still like if this was the dialogue that was in the game by default,
Rinko!
it would be a little like too silly. To take seriously. But it does remain a little chilling. contrasted from the, like, dialogue on the first playthrough that was, like, appropriately, like, dramatic and off-putting.
Like you said, Junko. I'm running out of time. Hang on, you two. I'm coming for you.
Normal enough to not be melodramatic, but out of place enough against the, like, everything else going on to be appropriately kind of strange. Okay, let's see. Okay. No need for all that. That's a radio?
Are you sure you're okay with this, partner? Is this really what you want? You're clearly not thinking straight right now.
They didn't spawn an ambush in. Yay. Ah, here we go. Photo attached to a research journal. Regarding the legend of the sacred sword. In the Edo period, lightning struck the divine tree, leading people to believe that its spiritual power was lost. They then turned to worship the next oldest object, the Inari statues. Thus, the people of Ebisugaoka began worshipping Inari-sama. However, the sacred sword predates even the Inari faith. If the oldest object was to become the next object of worship, then it should have been the sacred sword. In other words, if the sacred sword is discovered, it will, without a doubt, undermine the very foundation of local beliefs. Okay. So look again at what is going on. Okay, we're just going on and on.
Again? Stop trying to manipulate me.
Ow. Not nice. That one's gonna become a hater, yep. That one is not. Oh, come on.
Choose to be. I'm moving forward.
That is a pretty hard line. Crowbar. Good to keep in mind if there's enough. Enemies coming up to wear down this weapon instead of bothering to patch it back up. Well, there's another toolkit though, so I mean, why not? Letter to Kumiko. He's really done it this time. That husband of mine is always quick to brandish the knife around when he loses his temper. But this time he went too far. He threw it at Hinako. Did he even stop for a second to think what might happen if he mangled her face before she got married? I just don't know what's going through his head sometimes. Sorry, Kumiko, I know I'm always complaining to you. Another bandage. Kind of perpetually having more of everything than we need. Which is admittedly not even really a problem. Oh. Clinical trial. It has now been 2 weeks since I began taking Kakura Makakura. I've observed no significant physical changes. If anything, I've been falling asleep and waking with ease. I have lucid dreams an average of once every 2 days. When I do, I feel neither the passage of time nor exhaustion, which allows me to become lost in thought. However, today I was met with startling results. In my dream, there was another version of myself who spoke to me. Ooh, that happens to Hinako later. Character etched into the stone base is indecipherable. But we're having another vision. Knife stuck in tree. What was that? Oh, yes. Okay, this was a place where we ran up the first time around and were confused. There didn't seem to be anything of note, and it also didn't even spawn enemies. Okay. Chocolat? Hold on. 1 moment. Yay. Dad's old kitchen knife. Father's old tuna filleting knife. It's now completely rusty and useless.
Father's knife.
Now we did, on top of that note we found, the letter from Hinako's mother to her friend. We did get a little flashback of that confrontation near the end of the first go-around. Is this the right? Yes. It's a little ways back, but it's... She isn't completely sure where the next Hokura is. That is still not enough to get max health. Which is fine. No, that's nothing. Oh, this was... okay. Her mistake. Truck. Offer the knife. Hear the jingle. Ears were met with a soothing chime of bells upon offering the item. Oh, you know what? It's not... it's too late to bother about it now, but we did just run all the way back.
Come to us. Come to the divine tree. What was I? Divine tree? What is this all about?
What? Why'd she... what? Enemy just died. Oh, that opens up this route. Hello? Oh dear. What is happening? Okay. Admittedly, the overall trip is longer, so... the time lost going back. As far as we did go back, kind of ends up coming out in the wash. Anything else of note to pick up since we're back here?
Why would someone put this here?
A dried carcass. And then do we go on up anymore? That sounds like it makes sense. This is old tree. Sacred Sword. An ancient sword that harbors a malevolent energy deep within its steel. Even if the blade chips, the mysterious power that resides in it will restore the weapon to its whole and unblemished state. Give her one moment, please. Okay. Oh, while it is sheathed, the Sacred Sword will recover durability when you attack enemies using other weapons. While you cannot use the Sacred Sword to focus attack, your gauge will remain untouched if you attack while focusing. However, if you are attacked while in this state, you will automatically block the attack and be forced out of focus. You can perform a counter while wielding the Sacred Sword using R2 so long as a counter is possible even if you are already in the middle of an attack. Which she thinks is true about the Fox Arm in some capacity, but that is its own weapon slot. Okay, alright. We're gonna jog all the way back to that shrine, or the Hokora. Still a form of shrine, she's pretty sure. Whoa! Releases a plume of smoke when drawn. Oh, all kinds of mannequin monsters with sickles struck into them. Slightly ominous. Pick up anything? Yes, we did. That should get us... Yes, lovely. A little bit more health, and that maxes it out, so... Oh, we have 3 Ama. Might as well use them on sanity. Well, we could draw more Omamori, but... okay. So we will save that, but we actually want to go ahead and make another save, because this is the split point between two of the endings that are available to us. Huh. Not really concerned with any of this, if she may be so bold. Ah. Well. Not ideal? There we go. Now the important distinction should hopefully be up here. She isn't 100% confident, but seems to be the
This
case.
is the oldest Oinari-sama in town.
Take your offering and purify a sword right next to you.
Thank you so much for helping me. But I'm fine now. From now on, I can take a stand on my own.
Okay. Once the sacred sword has been purified, it will no longer provide you with any protection. Likewise, it will no longer repair itself when sheathed. Instead, you will need to rely on toolkits to restore its durability. Which sounds a little bit like don't use this until you really need to. If she's being totally real. That's fine as long as it keeps being a fourth weapon slot for us. Oh. Yeah, that is blocked off, she supposes. Hello, bandage. How many now? 19. Nope. 2 toolkits currently, so... With just how efficient our durability... Oh, hey, don't do that! Ow. No. Anyway. She thinks that her damage output with regular weapons is probably good enough to save, and also the rate at which they'll be offering us new weapons at this point in the game. Should be sufficient to let us save the couple of toolkits we have right now for the sword.
Even the town? I need to hurry home.
Is there anything back here? Just looking. There's another steel pipe. This one is getting low. We'll go ahead and swap it out, yes. Do we think the, goodness. The one enemy that spawned on a roof and couldn't get off of it is going to happen again this time around? Because it would be very funny.
Wait. This place is still untouched?
Oh. Whoopsie. So I realized she had not looked at the little guide to make sure there wasn't anything noteworthy that she was about to miss or had already missed, but
Blood! He's bleeding! Somebody! Help! I'll go get a grown-up!
Calm down. It's just scared. That's all. It's okay. No need to be afraid. You alright? That's a lot of blood. Gotta get you fixed up.
Thanks.
it's a cute little fox model that they made.
How dare it fight kids? Beat that thing to death!
I'm Kotoyuki. What's your name?
I'm Hinako. Shimizu Hinako.
I didn't even remember that.
Mm-hmm. Kotoyuki looking more suspicious by the moment. Oh! Completely full up on bandages. No can do. Old medical record. Notes. While the request for emergency transport was being made, I was left alone in the examination room with the patient. During this time, he briefly regained consciousness. When I rushed over and began calling his name, he responded, Kotoyuki. So, that is my name? It is not uncommon for patients with high fevers to experience disorientation. However, this young boy did not show any signs of distress. He remained expressionless, his face like an unmoving mask. His eyes were blank and glassy, not unlike those of a doll. At the very least, I did not notice any of the usual symptoms of fever-induced disorientation. Immediately after, he again lost consciousness. As I did not accompany him, I do not know the details of what happened at the prefectural hospital. Although such an episode can likely be attributed to a temporary disturbance in the patient's memory, As a long-practicing physician of Ebisugaoka, I cannot help but be reminded of that local phenomenon, the fox possession. Okay. Okay. Not really anything of note over here. Oh, toolkit though. So she's glad she did come over here after all. Dried carcass is definitely a better offering than divine water. And if that's the only thing worth picking anything up for at this point, then that's the thing that takes priority. Hello? Chocolate is also not very valuable with that regard. Ah, no. She knows how to climb this time. Yay! Not even worth consideration. Where is... Oh, it should be just ahead, right?
My town. It's nothing but a hive of monsters now.
Go ahead and get rid of them. That is not enough for sanity or for an Omamori. We got a box. Another diary of revenge, as all of these boxes have been, she's pretty sure. On the 21st, 13 Ebisugaoka residents were brutally killed in broad daylight. The police department has yet to find the killer. Kinshu Paper Morning Edition, May 22nd, Meiji 13, 1880. This was a truly horrible incident. Police investigations pulled up nothing, and construction on a large-scale dam began soon after, drawing a whole new workforce to Ebisugaoka that rapidly developed the town. Before long, everyone had forgotten about the mass murder. I, however, have not forgotten. There is something very, very peculiar about this incident. According to multiple eyewitness reports, the killer was a giant of a man, over 2 meters tall, who had covered himself head to toe in tree bark and roots fashioned into a kind of armor. On top of all that, he also wore a no mask. He marched around the town preaching the following: "You worship false idols, the foxes lead you astray. Destroy their foul statues. If reverence is not given to the divine tree, then that water dragon shall arise once more to bring calamity upon this land." The man then proceeded to butcher everyone in his path with a katana. I'd wager that the perpetrator was some kind of divine tree faith fanatic. To the followers of the old practices, the transition of faith from the divine tree to the Inari statue is surely seen as an unforgivable act of blasphemy. It's entirely possible that the strange guise he wore was to replicate the giant monk who founded the religion in the Kamakura period. According to another eyewitness report, we also know what happened to the man in his final moments. This too, unsurprisingly, has been made out into some kind of divine happening. A thick fog swept in, and from it appeared a pack of eerily glowing foxes. They circled around the man, surrounding him, and then everything was swallowed by the fog, leaving nothing behind. What juvenile drivel. Silly. Oh, hello. Sure, another first aid kit. And another inventory slot that we probably won't get hurt fast enough to, like, empty out. Okay. We'll keep the top one as the one we're working on this path. She only just realized she didn't actually clarify for... It's worth noting that the point at which she purified the sword, dipping it into the water, is the dividing line between these two endings. So she's probably going to want to come around on her own time and replay some of these parts of the game. Ow. Oh, no good. Ow. Ow. Okay, we're just getting beat up. Ow. Ow. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yep. Ah, not nice. There we go. Ah, she did the thingy and... Okay, yes, 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 yes. Alright. And if we have another weapon...
I'm going to be in trouble if I don't find a new weapon soon.
Like, set nearby, ready for the taking, that would be very polite. Not that it'll be the end of the world, because she does have a couple others, even before the sword. Hold on. Don't get ahead of ourselves. Yes, okay. Oh.
Not much further. Partner.
We, we tend to have some pretty bad sleeping habits, so... This isn't necessarily out of the ordinary. But we have been... She's been sleeping particularly rough the last couple of days, so she is pretty tired. A sickle. That's better than nothing for sure. Yeah, toolkits also start separating out. In that case, let's try out the sword. Do a night cutting, whatever it's called. Okay. Decent durability, respectable power, nothing crazy, but... nothing to enshrine. Might as well save, though. I mean, she's curious about back here, just since this was... Weirdly normal in here. Which is kind of worth noting if... running theory about... she has forgotten his name. Oh, documents. Is it here? No. That's for Sakuko. This? No. Kotoyuki. Went through all that scrounging just trying to figure out what it was, and she knew there was a note with it somewhere, but this absolute frustrator of an enemy. Whoa! That was too close for comfort. Sickle's extremely powerful, though, so it all works out. Okay, one last double check before we enter. We got the box. Okay. It looks like it is...
It's got my home too.
This is a, like, zone of its own and a puzzly zone. And it's going to be somewhat involved because it looks like it does change by which ending you're on track for.
What's going on? The halls, the doors, everything's changed.
Such a good, like, animated
Why is
version of, like, a dolly zoom. Or whatever that term is called.
Hello?
Is it the Shimizu household? Hello! This is Okamoto Fisheries. Thank you for your continued...
Hello?
This is Otokonoko Pharmacy. Is that it? Otokonoko? Pharmacies. Said it out loud and she was like, is that right? She doesn't think she's ever actually had cause to say it out loud before. And she is chronically unsure of herself.
This room. I don't recognize it.
Inari Sushi? Crushed note. Apologize. If you don't, I will never ever forgive you. Okay. Not sure what you want an apology for, but sorry. I mean, she doesn't really care for the prayer. Omamori sounds more fun. Faith as a stat has not felt quite integral. The sword and the fox fought, battling upon a set of scales. After a long and vicious fight, the sword was defeated and the fox reigned supreme. Taking the blackbird's right hand, the fox showed her the scales in his other hand. Now you must choose, Blackbird. Have you made a decision? Upon one side of the scales was the fox, and on the other side, nothing.
Does something go here?
Higashi might actually... Well... You know, she can just run back real quick. No reason at this point to use anything as a healing item that isn't a bandage or first aid kit.
Shu? Is that you?
Almost cartoonish. 10-6.
What's this doing here? This date. I feel like there's something special about it.
This looks unchanged, though. It'll just be the... types of trees puzzle. Or, well, not even puzzle, just the, like... pick up the thing that has the other type of tree on it somewhere out there. Antique comb, very handy. Gets us 2, an F4, an Omamori. Greatly increases stun power when weapon durability is low. Oh. Not going to equip that one. But because of the setup. But bloody in here, still, again. Propane inside, but no tube. Bloodstains. Who did this? One single Ramune. One single Arare. Oh. Good God. It's untenable. Anything else in this room? Not the next one, but this room. Does not look as if there is. It's so... what's the word? Another steel pipe. Useful at some point. Inconsequential, she supposes, in regards to the amount of face from the Arare. It would be kind of cute if having multiple Arare at a time and enshrining them all at once also gave you more faith. Since it heals you more when you take one after another.
This is my parents' room, isn't it?
Divine water. Let's see if there's anything else in this room that's like a pickup item. Well, every item is a pickup item, she supposes, but you all know what she means. Like, admittedly, it's a perfectly fine problem to have. like, having enough healing items that we could just start, like, throwing them out and not even... only keeping a handful. Just because we're not... We're decent enough at the game to not need them as often as we're finding them. There's another bandage. That's a full stack, a full 3 stack. Room with the paintings is the same, though. Well, maybe the... Oh yeah, the actual solution is going to be different once we find the last painting. So that's intriguing. Oh, and a sealed box. Diary of Revenge. My father had the courage to call out the town's religious group for the embezzlement of local taxes. He died in an accident shortly after, and those crooks claimed it as Inari-sama's divine punishment. I abandoned all faith and became an atheist from that day on. I don't believe in the gods or Buddha or divine punishments or stupid curses. Instead, I turned to research and I began delving into the local history of religion and folklore. My goal was to expose their precious faith for what it really was, a bunch of wild tales crafted to suit their manipulative needs, and ultimately get my revenge. I write this journal like some kind of final message now, due to my steadily deteriorating health. From the beginning of this month, my appetite has drastically decreased. Even after 3 weeks, I still don't get hungry, and any attempts to force down food simply results in vomiting. 2 days ago, I tried to eat some rice porridge to no avail. I threw it up soon after. More concerning was that there was something moving around in my vomit. It was the larva of a locust. Yesterday I woke in a sudden fit of choking coughs. It left an odd squirming and scratchy sensation in my throat and mouth. Turning on the light, I spat out what I had coughed up. It was a grasshopper and a cricket. Surrounding me in my bed, I found another dozen or so insects crawling on the sheets. I had coughed up all of these bugs. I can't go to a doctor. If anyone were to see this, they would immediately claim it as some kind of divine punishment. I woke again in the early hours of the morning to a painful fit of coughing and countless bugs spewing from my mouth. They come out of me and crawl up my curtains and scutter across my floor until every inch of my room is covered in a gleaming, writhing carpet. I'm nothing more than skin and bones at this point, yet my head feels bulbous and heavy. Whenever I move it, I can hear a dry chittering inside me. My head is full of them now, or maybe they're eggs. I had a headache that felt like my head was going to split open just moments ago, but it went away like it was nothing. My cough and the insects are getting progressively worse, however. I don't think I will make it through the night. I refuse to believe that this is some divine punishment for questioning the gods, though. Who in their right mind would believe such nonsense? And another Emma. Kind of gruesome and gnarly, kind of awful. She has no quarrel with bugs in this beautiful world. But they do ick her out, which is not conflicting. Okay. 5 Emma. Okay, one moment. It is about time to be done for the day. And we should have enough stuff to support another go-through. Not another go-through, but another stream. She'll just have to make sure and do some prep in her own time, which is acceptable. You will all have to forgive her for being very tired and not wanting to go and find someone to raid into, though. Well, it's been a bit of a quiet day. There might not be many people hanging around and eager to keep the train going, which is okay. Bit of a slow, chill day. But for now, thank you everybody for being here. If you want to keep up with our personal news and when stream announcements happen, usually, you know, we go every Tuesday, or every Monday and Friday, more or less. But if you want to, you know, see in advance what we're doing or what is going on, if we're on or if we're calling it off, you can follow us on Tumblr. If you'd like to catch up on the stream VODs, you can find us on YouTube, and if you would like to throw us a little bit of financial support, you can drop a subscription here if you desire. Get access to emotes, although we keep meaning to touch those up. Or you can go find us on Ko-Fi, and all usernames, Tumblr, YouTube, Ko-Fi, are all also Junipop, same spelling as the Twitch channel. Next week is probably going to be a pretty wrap-up week. We technically finished the main chapter or the main episode of The Devil, episode 2. The bulk of it, the main story, the trial and everything, this week, but on Monday we have a little bit of wrap-up and, pardon here, some, bonus scenarios, some little, in-game interviews to look over. And then, of course, next Friday, more of this. Hopefully it will be the last stream of both. There will be more of The Devil in the future, which we're excited for, but that should be the last part of episode 2, and the last part of Silent Hill F. And hoping to see all of you there. But for now, I hope all of you have a good rest of the day. Bye-bye.